Last week, my son Jackson and I hit the road to Alabama to try and purchase a large sports card collection for the business. The seller didn't want to be on camera, so it wasn't a chasing cardboard episode, but we had an idea. Jackson grabbed his cameras and we flew into Atlanta to see if we could pull this deal off. Let me take you along for the ride. First hurdle, we have to figure out how to fit everything in here. We normally get SUVs so we can pull it with a U-Haul, and we can't do that because they don't do one-ways on SUVs. So all we have is this Chrysler Pacifica van. 2 collections to get in the van. We're gonna push this thing to the max. We're used to grabbing SUVs for one main reason, and that's the tow hitch. I know that I can fit one closet or small room collection in the back of an SUV, and the tow hitch gives me the freedom to go grab a U-Haul and add much needed space, but this van doesn't have one. And later tomorrow, Matt's flying in because we're filming a chasing cardboard collection in Atlanta, which means all his gear, an extra person, and a second collection need to fit inside this van. So we're headed to Dothan, Alabama, which is 3 hours south of Atlanta. But a little information about this collection. I've been chatting with Jim since October 3rd of last year, which is 6 months of conversation to get us here today. You can see some of the pictures he sent me early on showing a good variety of high-end and mid-range cards. This video right here, he's flipping through a really good range of top-graded vintage and modern cards, so I know he has good taste. But this picture right here is what sold me. It's a smattering of really nice cards from one box laid out on the bed. I see numbered autographs from Trout, Soto, Bryce Harper, Freddie Freeman, Griffey, and a bunch of others. In addition, I see plenty of Ohtanis in the second picture. This type of collection has the makings of perfect reseller inventory, and he mentioned that he wants to liquidate everything and just cut the cord from the hobby. It is so beautiful down this lined highway. You went over and get the drone shot?
Yeah, about that. I forgot the drone.
Okay. I thought we talked about that.
Don't worry, I have a better idea.
Tell we're having fun. Well, we get into Alabama and we realize we need to hydrate. So we pull off and we grab some bottled water before getting to the collection. When do we switch in the central time zone?
Whenever you get about maybe 2 minutes on 431,
Switches.
switch.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 10 minutes we switch to central time zone. No, wait, 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes we switch to central time zone. Yep. We've been in Alabama for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Breaking news in the storage front. These things, these seats, these stowaways are incredible. Look at this. Look at all the space that we have. Think of all the cards we could fit in here. 1 million cards? No problem. Maybe there's hope for this van after all. The stowaway seats are a nice touch and they do seem to free up a lot of necessary space. I guess we'll see how much space is left if we get this collection. I'm noticing as we get into Alabama is that the towns are a little more run down. There's a lot of destroyed signs, abandoned buildings, different vibe. And we're here. We just walked into Jim's office and he's cool with us running some camera of the collection, so we're gonna do the best we can. He's got the cards divided into 2 rooms. The conference room has all of the bulk boxes. Jackson is setting up shop here and he's helping me comp what's in the room. The side office has all of the mid to high end cards where I'm gonna be setting up shop. We only have about 90 minutes, so both of us are gonna jump right in. As you can see, the box I'm going through is pretty loaded. Outside of the occasional Wander Franco or Zion Williamson, it's basically A to A plus inventory. I ended up valuing that first box right around $30,000. I know I have some more to go through, but Jim asked me to price out a few sealed boxes he has as well, so I quickly pull out WaxStat to help speed up the process. He's got a solid $7,000 in sealed boxes. After I finish, I head back into the side office and keep pricing out the cards in the other boxes. And while it's not as good as the first box, the next few boxes provide plenty of B quality inventory, hundreds of autos, low numbered parallels with some great prospects sprinkled in there. This is the type of inventory that is important for driving sales metrics in the store. I ended up valuing the rest of that loose inventory at around $5,000, putting the approximate conservative value of everything I saw between $40,000 and $45,000. Back in the conference room, Jax kept working away. Unfortunately, he was having to spend lots of time just justifying why we would even take this bulk. I mean, lots and lots of bulk. But finally, he found a few boxes that had some good stuff in it. We realize that we have to take everything as part of this deal, so Jackson and I agree that there's probably about $2,500 in value in that room. So at this point, we're out of time and I'm sitting at a comfortable $45,000 in overall value for the collection, knowing full well that if we really grind it out with singles, maybe grade some key cards, we can push this thing over $50,000. I jump into the office for a quick negotiation and I offer $32,500 for everything. Jim takes a moment to think about it, and he comes back and offers $35K, but he keeps the 52 Willie Mays, a card that I was gonna pay $1,700 cash for. So I step out, take a quick look at the main box one more time, and then we shake hands and agree to a deal. Now it's time to play Tetris and get these cards loaded up. It didn't seem like that much when we were going through it.
Private game.
Here you go, throw that in there. It's nice, it's a regular ball. Okay, we just did it. You got to see a lot of the footage, but here's the aftermath. Here's some quick takeaways from this particular experience. We got the deal done. I don't know what I had on camera. We got the deal done for $35,000. I just was jotting down numbers like a madman because I knew we were like on a time crunch. And I got to somewhere between like 40 and 45 in like value, knowing full well like 50, 55 is probably possible if we went through every single box together meticulously, but we couldn't. And you can't just guess. So you have to, like, what you see is what you write down. It wasn't a stellar deal by any stretch, but it was definitely a good deal because I think there's a lot of upside in there, especially like a lot of it was not graded. As you saw, I was going through some of those cards, like not graded, not graded, not graded. So that's going to take a little bit of time to like figure out what to do. But it was good. What did you think about the collection? What were your takeaways?
From what I saw, a lot of Bowman baseball.
You were in the wrong room.
Yeah, I was in the wrong room.
We could probably throw away half this card of cards right now.
Yeah.
And we may end up doing that. We'll see what happens. So here's the thing that struck me. He was so done with cards. He only wanted to do the deal if every single card, I mean like every card in his office was gone. He didn't want to see one card on the floor. That's crazy to me. That's someone who's like, I'm burning the bridge. We're not going back to the sports card world. I'm getting rid of everything. So we started our journey back to Atlanta to pick up Matt, but we really wanted to show you this awesome fish sign and you follow. So you know what shot we got to get? It's the you follow fish. We missed it on the way out. We should get it back in.
Okay, cool. How far is it?
I think it's like 5 minutes away.
5 minutes? All right. I'm ready.
There it is. Get the camera. Come on. Harper, get the camera. Come on.
Oh, shoot. It's right there. It's right there.
Oh, come on.
What is that?
Sorry, we tried.
Have heard from the sky all about it. Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of fire.
Just doing some comping for the collection tomorrow.
Jack's always working.
Help me.
Does he mean that?
I do.
Once we got to Atlanta, we realized we had to make some tough decisions with space. We ended up throwing away a few boxes of complete junk, and then we took another 5 to 6 boxes over to Goodwill as a donation.
Oh, that's the thing with him. You go through and grab and you're like, wait, what?
Votto Gold Diamond out of 50?
Well, I guess we'll keep that box.
We thought we had it all figured.
To end the evening, we snuck into a Target right before closing. We grabbed a bunch of supplies and a few boxes to open together in the hotel room. Overall, I had a blast making the day trip to grab the collection. Jackson and I got to hang out for the day, and the collection will be ideal inventory for the eBay store. In fact, many of Jim's cards are already on the 10-day auction block right now. You can click the link below to find them in the store. But a quick takeaway for all of you resellers. There are collections everywhere. Most of them just require you to plant the seed and get the connection. And if you're willing to go out of your way to make it easy on the seller, you can find what you want. And if you're looking for strategies on where to find this type of inventory, check out this video I put together for you right here. Thanks for watching.